Hello everybody, here's my friend Seb.
Yeah,
He's gonna talking about school and why it's bad and why the education system is also bad. But not
what the positives are.
This is from 12-year-old perspective.
Yeah, year 8.
Year 8's perspective.
If you're looking to join a new school, secondary school, or if you're starting year 8, you should watch this video. We don't ask for you to subscribe, just view it.
Just view it, yeah.
Honestly, that's what we need. A small creator wants fame. Okay, so.
Yeah, kind of true. And I'll be playing this game, Inscryption. Now, let's go.
So, in school, the detention system works like this. Teachers, they choose at the start when they know you, because they don't know you as well in primary school, and they choose who their favourites are, and they always treat their favourites better. If you get into houses, in the UK you get put into houses, we're talking about UK, so this is no high school American gibberish, yeah, or anything like that. So, first, we are going to talk about detentions. Detentions are awful. You don't want them unless you're some one kid who goes getting them every day.
Our primary bully, remember? Bulliest.
You don't want to get in trouble.
This collaboration between me and my friend is made possible by Halloween. The Halloween special.
Make sure to not buy Haribo. It's a waste. Just buy Feastables. Better.
In England,
Not sponsored.
in England where we live, we can't get Feastables.
You can't do one, but yeah.
Wait, what?
You can in some shops, okay? This is better. Don't get Haribo. Haribo is so overrated. Now, to continue about school.
Overrated.
School. So basically, in the housewife system, a teacher's favourite will get more house points, no detention, and will be so unfair. The teachers give a system where you get a warning, then a detention. It is not how it goes. When you get a warning, they can sometimes hide the warning and not tell you have a warning. So when you think you have your first warning, it might be your second warning. And they'll tell that to their favourites. The teachers also think things are so amazing when you start year 7 if you do good. You start year 8 and you do good, they're not as impressed. In bottom set, which I am in, so many teachers say the top set is so much better than you're doing.
Sorry, buddy. Only 25% of schools actually use sets.
I know.
In my school, we have replacement lessons where you replace some lessons. I get replaced with Spanish. Spanish gets replaced with English and math and stuff.
If you're starting secondary school, because we started, basically, in most schools, you'll have different teachers for every lesson. So we got a different geography teacher, different teacher, Spanish, English, maths, etc. teachers.
Remember, this is all secondary. In primary, you have the same teacher throughout the
Unless it's something else, you can have substitute teachers in primary, but we're talking about secondary school, it's where year 8s.
Yeah, now we're going to explain to you a story of how our bulliest is full of the top of this wooden pyramid.
Yeah, so in our primary school, we had a wooden pyramid.
Yeah, the wooden pyramid was located outside a metal shed.
And there was this child named
Bulliest. Remember him? Real job.
His arch enemy, when he was climbing to the top, pushed him over.
Nobody pushed him over. He just fell off. And then he fell. Remember?
Yeah.
He was at the top, and he was at the top. His arch enemy did literally nothing. I was climbing up, and then I realized he got there. So I was like, okay, falls down. He falls down with pants on.
Yeah.
And there you was there.
And there was other kid, and it was crazy. So let's talk about these some more. Basically, almost every school has bullies. It's sad to know about this. The chance of you getting bullied is very little. And honestly, the bullies, you can just tell them off. Snitching is not really a thing. To snitch if you want to, there's nothing gonna happen if you snitch.
Oh, there's a teacher in my school, in my secondary, who hates when people snitch. She'll give detention if somebody snitches.
I know, teachers can be so bad sometimes. Teachers, one teacher in my school, they left the school now. In year 7, they made more mistakes than the students. They forgot to register all the time to be prepared if some teachers aren't taught.
Really?
And they made a mistake and they forgot to give someone a detention when they got a detention, and obviously they were their favourite.
Not obvious because.
Well, yeah, it can just happen. Guys, it's not perfect. Those are all schools have bullies, so really you can just it's kind of hard to you will see it, and sometimes the bullies are the most popular. Well, so popular.
Yeah. Oh, pretty yes, the guy who got off the phone. Yeah. He actually goes to Seb's school. We actually go to different schools. Yeah. Very sad, I know. I go to a school when it's like my lead, and he goes to a school when it's like on his own location.
Yeah. Because we both got slight thingies.
We both got dyslexia.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah. I forgot. Well, that's proof. No. First, we're gonna be reacting to the system of the school lessons. So, first,
Let me explain to you something. In my school, you could have your hand up for like centuries, and they won't even pick you. But like, if a kid just goes stretches for like a millisecond, they go, "Oh, you!" Really,
also,
it's annoying.
Getting answers in the canteen. Some kids wait half an hour to get their aunts to get up into the queue because our school's so big. And some kids just sit down, and in the first 10 seconds they sit down, they can get called up. It's so random and so unfair. And you get expected to be treated unfairly.
There was somebody in my school. He was annoying. He was a bully, basically. He wasn't popular. The only thing that made him popular was that he would give money to kids to get ahead in the line.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, you want a fiver? Hey, you want a fiver?
Yeah, you know about farmers? In year 7, a teacher told somebody off for saying, the F word. No, for saying the F word. I know this is for kids joining secondary school. We won't say anything bad. This is a friendly channel. He said the F word, and the teacher gave him straight isolation. It's when you go out and nothing good happens. You go out of the lesson and you get a detention as well. And once a teacher accidentally it was in drama, and they played on a PA which had that exact same word, and they said, I saw you guys said it a lot, or in the playground and stuff, and they actually did that, and in primary school, no one swore, suddenly everyone swears. So you'll be hearing a lot of new words. Just, when you hear these words, just don't say them. If you hear new words, it may be something good, just don't say it.
My school, you can't use the word subjective. I don't use the word subjective, but if you do, it's called, you are put in detention for being sexist. Even though it had literally nothing to do with it.
So you get taught. So basically, here's the thing: if you have fears of random stuff, you get really scared in science. Because in science, you learn about 23 key things, which we don't want to tell young people about. So yeah.
Young people don't even know what the hell. It's not my own fault. With people.
I know. Basically, watch this. You will just, we're just not wanting views or well, yes, views. We just want to teach people about how this is, so people know if you're going to a secondary school in the UK. So, teachers, about favourites, they will give anything to the best student. And if you get the most attention in maths, the maths teacher will say, you've been behaving so bad in recent lessons, and you can get into really bad punishments. We aren't in private schools. This is not private school.
We're not
If
in
you
private
go to a private school, there is.
If you're going to a private school, click off the video.
Yeah, we don't really care.
Click off to another different, insanely different video about private schools and how the education system fails.
Hopefully there'll be one about that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So secondary school, this is what the video is about, how we join. So in our school, there'll be lots of help.
It's a gag! It's a gag!
There'll be lots of help about things that you need to do. There will always be the school jokester. And people.
No. In my school, there is kinda half is a bit, but it's also
in my school.
He's a joker, but he's also mixed with.
In my school,
okay?
people try to get you to laugh, and when you laugh, you can get into warnings for laughing, and which could lead into detention. And yeah, so in grades and studying, you know the routine. Go home, study. This is what's different. You get lots more tests in secondary school, and you get grades. So in the UK, this is how it works. You get grades 1 to 8, and 8. What?
In my school, it doesn't work like that.
So
you are in my school. There's impress and improve.
Yeah.
In which
So these are the grades in my school.
The impress just means you've done something good, and the improve means you've done something really bad.
Yeah, it's like
you got the
fail
value
and not fail.
Improve is 1, 2, and so on. Impress is A, B, and so on.
Yeah.
Then your grade is for example A1. You have to write down what A and what 1 is.
Also, in my school, and I think most schools expect over 90% attendance for the whole year.
That's true.
Yeah, you should get above that, and you should get about less than 10 detentions each year.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one in year 7 because I handed in my homework just a few minutes after the deadline.
Homework.
I was meant to check in with the teacher. I had to check in with the teacher to do something. Think if I don't hand in my homework, I thought I handed it in on time, even though I handed it in like a few minutes later.
So, in homework, this is how it works. In year 7, at the start of the year, they probably won't give you much homework at all. Near halfway through year 7, they'll give you homework in more subjects and more difficult homework. They'll keep progressing in difficulty, only a tiny amount into year 8, but they'll give you more homework and it'll be slightly harder. If they're quite strict on homework, sometimes you get so many homeworks in 2 days.
So much
you
homework.
can add 7 homeworks that you need to complete in 2 days or something. But in my school, you get at least a week to finish.
In my school, I'm not entirely sure if this is for all the teachers or not. You get extra homework if you've done something, if you're good for some reason.
Yeah.
If you're good, you have a perfect attendance and stuff like that. The teacher will go like, this is like 2, 4. The teacher gives you a talk like this. Dear child, name. Yeah, this is really too perfect to be your attendance. And then they give you a bunch of homework, which is meant to be impossible to complete. Also, if you complete it, you get a detention. Because it's just shown.
Also, this happened, so basically, I realised, because the teacher said it quite like that. So, across the classroom, there were 2 random students sitting next to each other, and they did a test, 5-question test, not a graded test, sometimes they don't do that, and they both got the exact same things, and they both got full marks, and the teacher automatically started getting very suspicious, and I saw them, they didn't copy each other. So there are those coincidences, and the teacher said they were lucky to not get a detention, and I thought that was just not worth a detention.
It isn't worth a detention if you get like the perfect thing. In my school, these two kids who were like really good friends. Got like the same, similar answers. By similar, I mean like questions 2 to 3, questions 2 to 10 were the exact same.
Yeah. Not in
Question 1 and 15, question 1, 11 and 15 to 15 weren't the same, but he was just, all the people were just like,
not only that,
hey, you just cheated.
Not only that, some kids will have so many friends and they'll suddenly turn on you. So basically, they could be making some noise while the teacher's outside talking to some students, and they'll all blame it on you, even though you don't do it. And the teacher says believe the most believed thing. So if 5 students are saying lies and say this kid did something, even though they didn't do that, the teacher will believe them because there are more students saying that, even though they're all lying.
Ugly. Ugly turtle.
And they don't, and they
Ugly
can't
as
really do
hell
anything about that. So yeah. In here, the worst thing about this in the UK, they love rugby. And in year 8, you do contact rugby. Be prepared, because in studs, I had a really bad injury on my foot. Some kid, he backheeled into my studs and went straight in my shin and really hurts. Rugby is quite physical. It's not the best sport. Try to stay a bit out of it unless you're a really confident rugby player. Swimming also can be very tiring and stuff. They make you do once a year to run around a field in my school for 3 big yaps, and it's giant. Oh my! And it's very tiring.
In my school, we have this thing where if you were to just if you were taking a silent test and you were to cough, I'm very prone to coughing. You get in trouble even if you were just stay quiet.
Also, going to the
You
toilet.
need to cough to go. Not like.
This is something big. So if you're doing a normal lesson and you need to go to the toilet desperately, some teachers, depends on their personality, and it also depends if they like you.
If you're their teacher's pet.
They'll let you go to the toilet, and sometimes they not, and the students find out which teachers let them go to the toilet. So even if they don't need to go to the toilet, they get their phones, put them in their pockets, and run to the toilet, and stay there for 15 minutes for me doing something.
In my school, we have a system where before the school really enforced no phones. You had to give your shoe to the teacher. Sure. And if you didn't, that would mean you were hiding something. But it's like a shoe. It's a shoe. They honestly thought they were doing something big and super clever. Oh my god, bro! It was probably like a shock when they realized that wasn't helping at all.
Yeah.
Wait, that didn't help then. They stopping people from cheating. Oh my god, we've been so.
Mostly the teachers are so behind. The teachers can't see a thing. Sometimes if a teacher sees someone behaving bad and the teacher knows and hears, the teacher will act that they've got super hearing and super vision. But in real life, some of the teachers are old and have no control of the students at all. Like there'll be that one kid, and he'll be absolute behind the teacher's back, and the teacher will not be able to know what to do. He could be on his phone under the desk. He could be pulling someone behind their back. He could do anything. He could be stealing. He could be anything. In science, also, we have science labs. If you're doing anything in them, you can't drink water in them if they've got special chemicals or eat food. Don't do any of that. Just so you know, you might get a detention even if you don't know anything about that.
In my secondary school, there used to be a point system where if you handed in a piece of rubbish, you would get some points and you could exchange points for cash. Because eventually, this is before my school, before year 7, before I was in year 7, and I was in year 6, but in my school, when the year 9 were year 7, the point, people often were taking advantage of the point system, where they would throw some rubbish on the floor, pick it up, and then hand it in, okay? It was basically, everybody basically just went into the bin, everybody just went to the deposit, to the deposit place, and just
After
here's
school,
my rubbish.
After school, if you're new to the school, don't go seeing the year 11s. And the year 11s, they drink drinks like Red Bull and Monster.
This is only normal about being.
Oh yeah, they do this. Just never copy what all the kids do in your school.
In my school, we had like anti-being. We had an anti-being policy, and there were a bunch of year 11s reinforcing it. But the funny thing was that during after school there would be a lot.
Yeah, a lot of them would be. I hope
I think they understand us.
And don't drink drinks. All the people are drinking, and don't bring fizzy drinks into school. Doesn't matter how healthy they are. If the teacher sees like some sort of soda, some teachers will give you straight detention, even if you knew nothing about it. So that's just the tip.
In my school, if it's your first day, you get away with anything.
Yeah. That happens to all schools out on first days because they haven't told you enough rules yet.
But if it's your first day in your year 8 or year 9,
so in the first day you can get away with anything, and most of the teachers think, oh, it's your first day of school, you should know not to do this. Don't go too far, but you'll be able to get away with being on your phone if they haven't told you that yet or anything. They'll have an assembly on the first day. Do anything you want before the assembly.
The houses were red, green, blue, and yellow, and we had like this little house. We had a little house point, and yellow is cheating.
Yeah.
This is a theory that yellow is cheating. I think it's yellow. Yeah, it's yellow. Yellow is cheating. They were cheating to get their points to get a perfect score. I remember all my friends did yellow, and they didn't come in again. Yet they got perfect attendance at the end of the year. I wanted to point it out, but I didn't want to feel like a bad friend. So.
At the start of year 7, there was this like kid who was like quite, let's say mussy and stuff. They got put into top set. We have sets, but even though they were inserts and they put this regular kid down, there were the final 2 people put in sets, and because you need to like do your PE to see how good you are at PE, they just put him in top set because they thought he was more athletic. So not everything can be.
If you're looking for a relationship in year 8 for some reason, I don't know why, you want kids. It's to get to know the person who's going to be in the relationship. But he just got Seb just dropped his phone.
If it's a friend relationship,
if it's a
need to talk to them often. Let's go primary school to meet up and don't you stop being friends with them because you know them more than anyone else. Make new friends so then you'll get into a group or something. But stay with your primary school because then you can add and have them. And honestly, being a learning school, there's a kid who might learn who hates school, and basically just don't hate school. Because having something like that will make you hate it.
I was going to say colleagues. One of my friends.
Just to point out a second time, if you're American, get out of here.
No. If American, they can.
Oh yeah, apart from if you're going to the UK. Apart from if you're in the UK. No, disrespect. We're talking about UK.
People who are forcing a relationship now. Well, what I mean by that is like people go to like 2 very close friends. Go like, oh, they like each other. Don't do that, okay? It actually separates them apart. Only like real good friends stay together after that. All people
bad.
who are happy.
So you might be called like weird or anything by not having a good haircut, not having like the newest drippy shoes, as some people say. Just
Well, you don't
ignore
have
it,
the drippy.
and if it gets too big, don't be afraid of what everyone says snitching is. Because honestly, the people in my school get away with the things all the time because people are too afraid to snitch. And even if they do snitch, normally the teachers just forget about it, ignore it, or not believe it, or they just never get over to do anything.
About
So the
it.
teachers are very, and they never see any teachers are behind when bullying's happening. And it's kind of true. You have to go to a teacher to tell them about it so they can see you being bullied.
If they don't see you get bullied, they don't care.
Honestly, if you're getting bullied and someone's like constantly roasting you, constantly beating you up, doing everything, and then you respond once, they could go snitch and they could lie. And there's a lot of people who, and this is what I call snitching, this is what snitching is, go to a teacher and tell lies about someone and say, yeah, there's this kid who did nothing to someone, and the kid he did nothing to will go say, he beat me up after school. And they might believe that. It's true.
No, we're making a video. We're making a video on why the education system is bad. In my town. It's okay. Yeah, the girls hang out. Oh. It's okay. Okay. I really like your day over there, costume. That was just Seb's sister Herb. We're giving them weird names. We're giving yourself a little owner. I'm never gonna recover from this. So
Yeah.
let's carry on talking. That also happened on the bus.
Yeah. That was so things can get better. Joining an after school club, this is what I'm gonna say about that. The teachers,
Bad.
yeah, it's complete waste. They might give it for free, like they do in my school. They may make you pay and stuff.
No, they don't. In my school, they're just like, you have to come. If you don't come, that can be used as attending. That can be used as not attending
Once
a
one of my
class.
friends didn't want to go onto a PE club, they're just coming with me.
Oh, PE is the best. PE is the best. My teacher is
No, but yeah, we talk about this club.
My teacher actually cares if you have like disabilities.
Oh, that.
If you have asthma. I have asthma. So if I start breathing a bit heavily, he goes, "Are you okay, bud?" And then he asks me to sit outside, even if I don't.
Yeah.
But it's good. I get to skip a bit of the lesson.
It's fun because if you struggle in tests or if you have big like I have a slight disability in learning, if you find
Dyslexia. I
if
probably
you find
have.
it so hard in learning, you can always ask for big tests for extra time. You can always ask head of learning or whatever.
I wish I had that.
Well, that's what they give you in my school. And being in a class that I know like me and maybe another 2 kids might have also extra time. If you really struggle with school and you're getting horrible grades and your parents just don't like how you're doing, just ask for extra time. You can get your parents to send an email yourself if you have a school iPad like they do in my school.
In my school, we have a Chromebook.
Yeah, you might be given devices.
You can. It checks all your search history.
I know, it checks
the
your-
IT are just like checking search history. Oh my god, this guy searched magic card.
Your iPad, the IT knows whatever you have on your screen. If you're searching up and some random sus image appears, it's just like the IT will see that and think you've been doing bad, but they'll know if you're searching anything bad. So if you get something, don't go onto YouTube or anything because maybe they normally block things like that. But if you can get in that, you might get in trouble.
No offense, IT manager. One of my friends, his son, I think his son is an IT manager. they're real good. They're real. They're real. It's a bit empty because my friend has downloaded something to unblock everything.
Yeah. And that's kind of crazy.
It unblocks everything on the game. And every time I tell my teacher about this, because I know it's a bit bad to do that.
Yeah.
That he'll just close. He'll go to the unblock everything and then close it down, which stops the unblock of everything.
I know.
It also prevents the IT from going, wait a second, that guy's doing something inappropriate.
This is something that might just happen in my school. What normally happens most of the time when you have a subteacher, because maybe your normal teacher is ill for a certain lesson, they're always more strict. And one of them said, if you don't finish your work, you're getting a detention.
What my sub-teachers, little sub
And some people couldn't finish because they literally were trying, but they just found it hard and made mistakes. They had to go back.
Story time. I had this bad teacher when I was in second, and after that was done, I was thank goodness it's done. They at the end of the lesson they were just like, okay, goodbye. They didn't even tell us to pack up and anything. They just went like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, little idiots.
They can be very they can be very unexplaining, and they'll be like, were you not listening to me? You say, I don't understand. Because I don't understand it all the time what the teachers are saying. I can hear them, but like I know what they're saying, but like the words I'm not exactly sure what to do in the lesson. So I say, can you say that one more time, or what do you mean? And they were like, well, you're not listening to me. It could be a warning or anything, but just because you get an instant detention for not doing your work.
Teachers, any teachers watching this video, we are not saying your job is bad. We're saying teach a bit better.
Yeah, no, we're just saying try and improve on things like that. Please be deaf on like spotting bullying, because it happens in every secondary school where there's kind of big or something.
That's not private. Yeah. Well, our school's not private, but one of the things which is very annoying in my school is a stupidly overcomplicated rule which just simplifies to no food during lessons.
What?
But it's like super overly complicated that if somebody goes like, I don't understand the rule, but she's gonna then read it better. And then he didn't really fully understand. And the teacher was like, how do you not hear me? I had to explain this 3 times. She didn't have to explain 3 times at all. She was just very angry. I think it was something personal going on, which I didn't want to invade.
That happened in my school. So it was the middle of a lesson, and this kid, I saw him. He was like desperate for the toilet the whole time, but he was still trying his hardest to study. Despite being one of the favourites of the teacher, the teacher got mad at him and gave him straight detention for this. And he was like, sir, can I go to the toilet? And it was a really strict teacher. And he said, no. And he was like, so desperate. He said, so what happens if I just go to the toilet without you letting me? And he was like, that'll be instant detention. And he just ran. Honestly, your parents will understand that. Because he was desperate the whole time.
In my school, if you're sitting down and then you get up and he doesn't notice for like the first 5 minutes or something, you just get away with it. They're not going to notice if you just crouch down to the head height of other people, of other people sitting around you. Because the teacher just thinks, oh, such a good little boy. He's trying to do his best.
Listen, if you behave really good for the first 10 years in secondary school in one class, your teachers will think this is the best student and will think you're the best behaved and make you their favourite. And then if you start the first 10 lessons not knowing anything, being really bad, not paying attention, doing horrible, they'll think you're bad. So it all starts early on. Try your best. It's actually easier to try your best in the early days than in the late days. So that's all from us today.
That's all from us today. Half an hour video.